morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm a little tired this morning. My brain definitely had me up a lot last night, as well as my dogs. But the dogs are nothing new. So I'm down again in the basement, hoping you guys join me. I've got my tea. This morning we're gonna start with some breath work, and then we will sit in silence. Actually, we're gonna do breath work, we're gonna do some movement, and then we're gonna sit in silence. The silence portion, I think, is a lot of what scares people about meditation. They think they can't do it right, or their brain is going super active and going all over the place. And I'm here to tell you, as someone who's been practicing yoga and meditation for, I'm going to age myself here, 18 years. There is no right or wrong way to do it. I just put my little light on. So with that being said, it's called a practice for a reason, because just like anything new that we start, when we first start it, we might have that apprehension, that fear, that excitement around it, and we're not knowing what we're doing. So, one, no, you can't do it wrong. Two, it's so normal for your brain to go here, and then here, and then here, and then here. That's just the way the brain is built to function. So when we're sitting in silence, the idea behind the meditation is, yes, my brain goes here, and then I bring it back. But I don't force it, and I don't get angry, and I don't ask it why it's going here and here and here. I just note that it's over there. Okay, I'm going to bring it back. It's over there, and I'm going to bring it back. And one of the ways that you can bring it back is with your breath. So if you're sitting in silence for meditation, or lying down if sitting doesn't feel good to your body, the way that you bring it back is to feel your body. So it's, when we're learning, it's much easier to literally put a hand on the chest or a hand on the stomach to feel the body. So you're actually feeling that rise and fall of the chest and the belly. And so brain goes, ooh, what do I have to do today? And then the self goes, that's okay. Yes, we have that to do today. But right now, we're focusing on the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Oh, I didn't do that yesterday. That's okay. We'll get to it. Bring it back to focusing on the breath. It's going to do that. It's going to be like, bow, bow, bow. And your job is just going to be to gently bring it back each time. And gently bring it back, And we're going to start off slow. We're going to sit for maybe a minute, maybe two, after we move our body. And that helps too. Some more experienced practitioners can wake up and meditate for an hour, which I'm not even there yet. It helps if you move your body first, so that you can get all that movement out, so you can be comfortable in the stillness. So the breath work we're going to do today is called the alternate nostril breathing. Really cool practice for changing your mindset. If any of you have heard of EMDR, where you're switching left brain, right brain, it's a kind of modality for healing from trauma. The alternate nostril breathing can help you switch your mindset. So if you're having a tough moment, if you're stressed out, if you're sad, and you need to rally in the moment, or you want to rally in the moment, you can do this alternate nostril breathing. And with that, you might notice a shift in your perception. There's a big science thing behind it. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to teach you the alternate nostril nose breathing. So we'll do that. We'll get on the mat. We'll do some movement. And then we'll come either to sit or lie down and do our meditation. So I'm going to get up close so you guys can see my nose. So for the alternate nostril breathing, you're going to close one nostril and keep the other one open, or you can even just gently press in right here where the eye and the nose kind of meet, and take a nice inhale. You may need to blow your nose before you do this. And then pause, hold the breath, close both nostrils. And then open the opposite, and again, that gentle pressure here maybe, and exhale. Pause. And then inhale through that nostril. Close both, pause. And then open up the other one and exhale. Okay, so we're going to do a few rounds of that. So if you have your blankie, maybe you get your blankie out. This one does help to sit up tall, but not necessary. You can stand, you can lie down, whatever feels best to your body. I'm such a firm believer in if you're not finding comfort, you're not going to do it. So I'm going to sit up nice and tall, close my eyes. And I do this before I start most practices. I just check in. What's coming up for me? What thoughts? What sensations of my body? And then I'm going to take our right hand, close our right nostril, and begin on the left side of inhale. So inhale in through the left. Close both paws. Open the right. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Close both paws. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both paws. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Close both paws. Exhale left. Pause. Inhale left. Close both paws. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Close both paws. Exhale left. Let's do 3 more rounds like that on your own. If you forget which side you started on or you get confused, just start again on the left side. Inhaling in through the left. Last one. And then again, just take a few moments to check back in with the mind and the body and the breath. Noticing what shifts might be there. What I'm noticing is a little softening in my face and head. Since I didn't sleep great, I was a little grumpy when I woke up. But I'm feeling better. Alright. And then if you do have a yoga mat, come to your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, no problem at all. Maybe some carpet or a space in your house. If you are local to me in Longmont, I am happy to share some blocks or yoga mats with you to use during this time. I have extra yoga mats, extra blocks, and extra straps. I am happy to loan out if that would help you in your practice right now. Please just shoot me a message, and I'll put that in the info section there too. Okay, so take a sip of tea. I'm finding a lot of enjoyment in tea right now. So yeah, okay. Gonna make our way to our mat. Starting off on all fours here. If you're doing this just out of bed, definitely start off nice and gentle. Maybe just rock forward and back. Or do some of those cat-cows where your belly is sinking and your gaze is going up. And then as you exhale, your spine rounds, your head lowers. And that feels good. Maybe in that extension here, just kind of wiggle the tail and the shoulders. Just move your spine however feels good. Tuning into what your body is asking for. Hearing all those snap, crackle, pops. Coming back to all fours. And just flip your left hand over. And from here, you can maybe gently rock forward and back on the hand if that feels okay. If it's too much pressure, then just flip your hand over off the earth and just kind of wiggle it around. Especially with us being on our computers and phones more than normal, this might be helpful. And then switch sides. Again, either the back of the hand down or lifting up and just kind of wiggling, whatever feels safer to your body. If it feels good too, starting that yogic breath of inhaling in through the nose, deep down to the belly. And exhaling out the nose just as long and slow. So knees underneath the hips, and just start to take the hips side to side. Feel maybe a stretch from the knee to the outer hip. Who's been sitting way more than they're used to? This girl. And then we're going to bring the right foot forward, and you can help it along if you need to, bringing it underneath the body. This is where those yoga blocks, if you have them, or books, if you don't have yoga blocks, can really be handy. So that helps you be upright instead of like crunching down on top. I don't have 2 blocks down here. I'll have to do. My map. Alright, so again, if you're local, let me know. I'll get you some blocks. And then just play here, taking the hips forward and back. Nice and gentle, no wrong way. And then you can also walk those toes forward. And then lift the toes towards the sky and down towards the mat. Feeling the stretch along the front of the ankle and then along the back of the body. And then you can even rotate the toes from side to side. It's all about all the different ways the body can move. And then come back forward and come back to all fours and then switch sides. Maybe bring those blocks forward again and that gentle forward and back. toes forward a tiny bit, and then take the toes to the sky and to the earth. Noting you need a pedicure or not. It might be a while before you get one unless you do a home one. And then again, come back, finding all fours. Set your blocks to the side, or your books, whatever you have. And again, just move the hips around. Maybe take some circles, go in one direction, and then the other direction. And then walk your hands about 6 inches in front of your shoulders. We're going to come into down dog position. If it doesn't feel right on your shoulders, just stay here in all fours. But if not, you're going to tuck your back toes and lift your hips towards the sky, and then press your heels down towards the floor. And then once you're here, bend one knee and then the other knee. Just kind of move around here, maybe twisting gently, maybe shaking the head yes and no. Whatever the body is like, yes, that feels good, do that. There are plenty of places online for you to find a more active yoga class if that's what you need right now. This is about waking up the body. And then go ahead and lift your right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, and open up here. Roll the ankle around, maybe roll the knee around. And then come back to that down dog position. Just take a second and see if the left side and right side feel any different. And then when you're ready, lifting up the left leg, bend the knee, open up, roll the ankle, roll the knee. And come back to your down dog. Notice if left and right side feel more even now. Again, maybe walk it out. And then let the knees come to the earth. Take them wide. Big toes are going to come together behind you, and sink your hips back. Letting your arms reach out in front of you. Let your chest and head sink down towards the floor. If your chest and head don't come to the floor, bring the floor to you. Grab blocks, grab a book, grab a pillow. Bring the floor to you. Find that comfort so that your head is not just hanging out here. And return back to that deep, deep belly breath. Inhaling in through the nose, deep to the belly. And exhaling out the nose. Next inhale, roll yourself back up. We're going to come into our silent meditation portion now. So grabbing whatever props you need to make yourself comfy to sit for just a couple minutes. If sitting isn't comfortable, please lie down. There's no wrong way to meditate. Again, I'd like to grab my blankie. If you are sitting up nice and tall, letting the eyes close or take that soft gaze to the floor. Checking in with your body here, seeing how it feels after a little bit of breath and a little bit of movement. If it helps, you can place a hand on the heart or a hand on the belly. And just allow your mind to do what it's going to do. Just focusing on the breath. Each time the mind wanders away, Say, I hear you. We'll get to that. But right now, I'm focusing on the breath. Just for a couple minutes of silence. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more like that. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. Bringing the hands to heart center, letting your thumbs press gently to your chest bone. Taking a moment to be grateful for every heartbeat. Bringing thumbs to lips. Taking a moment to be grateful for every breath. And bringing thumbs to forehead. Taking a moment to be grateful for every practice. Thank you all so much for showing up for yourself today, whether live or you're going to watch the recording later. I'm going to be here at 7 and 7 every day until I can't, which for the foreseeable future, there's no reason. So maybe I'll take weekends off. All right. Peace, love, health. Stay sane, guys.